Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In the previous episode 1 of Rich Dad Poor Dad Summary series, we learned that the rich don't work for money and how simply saving money aren't enough. So this raises an important question. If simply saving money or working harder aren't the complete answers, then what is? Rich Dad answered this question by saying, the answer is financial education. So let's know what financial education is. Financial education simply means understanding how money works and knowing how to make better financial decisions. According to Rich Dad, understanding financial education is one of the most important decisions of your life. For example, if two people earn the same amount of money, but one struggles to pay his loans, EMIs and is tangled in debts, like poor dad, while the other person gradually builds wealth, like the rich dad. The decision that is most important by learning financial education is the difference between assets and liabilities. Robert Kiyosaki believes that most people are poor or aren't rich. They can't build wealth because they clearly do not know the difference between assets and liabilities. The rule is very simple. Assets put money into your pocket, while liabilities take money out of your pocket. So let's understand what assets and liabilities are with some examples. As I told you, assets put money into your pocket. It earns money for you or increases its value over time, while liabilities take money out of your pocket. It costs you money regularly and doesn't even generate income. Let's see some examples of assets and liabilities. The examples of assets are a rental property that brings you monthly rent, an investment that produces return, a business that generates profit, or the one you're watching, a YouTube channel. After the work is done and after a certain period of time, it generates income. Many people think that their house is an asset. It is only if some conditions are met. Your house is an asset only if when you sell it, you earn a profit. For example, you buy a house at 20 lakhs and when you sell it, you get 22 lakhs. You think that it is profit. But the years you live in your house, it costs you maintenance, the whitewashing, the paint and other expenses. For example, you buy a house at 20 lakhs and spend 3 lakhs on its maintenance. Then the cost of your house is not 20 lakhs, it is 23 lakhs. And when you sell it, you get more than 23 lakhs. Then your house is an asset. But if you get less than 23 lakhs, then your house was a liability. We saw what liabilities are and now let's see some examples of liabilities. Your loans, your EMIs or your debts are your liabilities. Personal loans, credit card loans, etc. Or things purchased only to impress others without any financial advantage. Now let's see some examples to understand what assets and liabilities are. Imagine someone buys a car. Now, the car is used for your personal travel. It requires fuel, maintenance and insurance. The car is forcing you to spend money on itself. But apart from your personal travel, if you are using your car for a small transport service or starting a small business, it is not your liability, it is your asset because it will earn you money. Let's see one more example. Imagine two people earn the same amount of money. One decides to spend it on a latest phone, on a latest mobile phone, while his phone works perfectly. But the second person decides to spend his money and start a small online business. After some time, the first person's phone may be worth less than before, but the second person's small online business may have started to generate income. So let's see an example. A person earns 5,000 monthly through his job or his business. He spends 3 to 4,000 on his needs, but suddenly his business grows up, or he gets a hike in his company or splits his company. Now he gets his salary or income as 20,000. He would, as earlier, focus on his needs first, and after that he would like to focus on desires also. Like he would like to buy a new mobile phone, a bigger house, or other luxury items. People demand for higher income but forget to build assets, and soon your higher income disappears into more higher expenses. People earn more money, they get a hike or increase their income, but they forget to increase their assets. Rich Dad always encourages people to ask one question to themselves before purchasing something. The question is, will this purchase bring money into my pocket or take money out of it? Before purchasing something, you should check the long-term impact rather than the short-term excitement. So today's key lesson is simple. Assets put money into your pocket, whereas liabilities take money out of your pocket. Thank you for watching.